Personally, I'm a big believer in the car, the stock, and the man behind it. You don't have to like Elon Musk. I mean, the guy called me a simulation, but you should respect his ability to make money for you. I bet Tesla has more upside as Musk keeps meeting and beating his targets.
Hey, I'm Steven and this is Solving the Money Problem. If you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. So in this video, I'm going to be reacting to some clips of Jim Cramer sharing his thoughts on Tesla stock, whether Tesla stock can continue to rally, and looking back at some of his thoughts and comments on both Tesla and Elon Musk throughout the year. So let's get into the video. But first, hey guys, if you live in the US and you'd like to help out the channel and get up to 4 free stocks, check out the link in the description to WeBull. If you open a new account, you'll get 2 free stocks between $2.50 and $250 each just for opening an account. And if you deposit $100, you'll get a further 2 free stocks valued between $8 and $1,600 each. That is an obnoxiously good return on your investment. I mean, really, deposit $100 and you'll end up with, at minimum, $21 worth of stocks, a 21% ROI on your money. And if you're in Australia, the UK, or New Zealand, you can get a free stock with stake also using the link in the description. Let's get back to it.
The action today, Dow falling 124 points, S&P sinking 0.35%, NASDAQ declining 7 basis points, had nothing to do with COVID and everything to do with Tesla's admission to the S&P 500 at the close of trading. That means the whole index needs to be rebalanced to make room for a stock that just won't quit, including today, where Tesla closed up $39. For a while now, Wall Street's been fixated on the gyrations of high-flying super stocks, and it doesn't get more high-flying than Tesla. Darn thing's already up 70% since we learned it was going to join the S&P. But to make room for Tesla in the S&P index funds, well, the other components had to be sold today. Usually new entrants to the S&P are so small, but Tesla is one of the 10 largest companies in America by market cap, so the impact reverberated throughout the whole market.
Now, this is a fair point from Cramer. For those of you that didn't pay super close attention to the wider stock market on Friday, a bunch of big names down, Amazon, Apple, Google, etc. Why? Well, a lot of these stocks needed to be sold by funds to actually make room for their purchases of Tesla stock, and that's exactly what we saw. This impact of Tesla's inclusion in the S&P 500 literally sent shockwaves through the stock market.
We keep coming back to Tesla because it's captivated a whole generation of investors who don't mind paying up for a $650 billion technology company that happens to make cars. I think the evolution of Tesla, the stock, not the company, has changed the character of the entire stock market. I think it's the most important story in years.
Now, Cramer's comments could be mistaken for hyperbole here, but he really means what he's saying. This isn't the first time that Cramer's made this statement that Tesla stock is the most important story he's seen in years. And he's kind of got a point. I mean, I could name more than one YouTube channel with well over 100,000 subscribers solely focused on content relating to Tesla and Tesla stock. There's an insatiable appetite for investors to learn about this company, the stock, and to follow the story.
Sure, we've seen this trajectory before under the leadership of Jeff Bezos. Amazon's taken over the world. Netflix became a national pastime, right? And we celebrate what CEO Roy Reed Hastings has done. We believe him all the way. But Tesla takes that same story and cranks it up to an 11. It's become the ultimate love the product, buy the stock, with a legion of adoring fans. Again, Amazon and Netflix have the same dynamic, but you don't see people worshiping Bezos or you don't see them worshiping Hastings from Netflix, even though I think they should. No, they worship Elon Musk.
Speaking of worshipping Elon Musk, let me know in the comments below if you're an Elon Musk fanboy or fangirl.
In a way, Tesla's a bit of a lottery ticket that paid out for a huge number of people. You just had to believe. The rally's been so visible that it spawned a new generation of investors who want individual stocks, not index funds, because index funds can't give you such returns.
For what it's worth, there's nothing intrinsically wrong with index fund investing. If you're an average investor with average goals seeking average returns, go for your life. But there's one slight issue with index funds. They're backwards looking. They're a snapshot of today. They don't account for future growth and disruption and innovation. This is why I'm much more interested in investing in individual stocks where I can see potential for enormous seismic disruption of industries, of technologies, and the way people go about doing things. In fact, here's a prediction just to illustrate my point. If you take the top 10 or 15 companies within the S&P 500 index today, and look at their market capitalization, the percentage of market cap that they contribute to the entire S&P 500, I can guarantee you that over the next 5, 10 plus years, These companies in the top 10, 15 within the S&P 500 index will make up a much larger percentage of the overall market cap of the index over time, because they're going to be disrupting the rest of the companies in the index. They're going to be taking away their business, making them obsolete. In other words, if there was an S&P 10 index or an S&P 15 index, just the largest companies in the entire index, the returns on that fund would absolutely destroy the returns of the S&P 500 index over any period of time in the next decade or two. Mark my words.
Personally, I'm a big believer in the car, the stock, and the man behind it. You don't have to like Elon Musk. I mean, the guy called me a simulation, but you should respect his ability to make money for you. I bet Tesla has more upside as Musk keeps meeting and beating his targets. I'm thrilled the stock has made so many people so much money.
As am I. Shout out to all the Teslaonaires and everybody else who's done very well on Tesla stock. And I have to say, I get a really nice, warm, fuzzy feeling knowing that I started this channel in time. My goal was to stand on top of the biggest roof I could find and shout at the top of my lungs, hey everybody, I'm pretty sure everyone's missing a massive trick on Tesla stock, probably headed to the moon. Here's why I think that's going to happen. Hello, hello, hello. I'm really glad I started the channel in time because, you know, if I was 6 months off, probably would have been a different story. So shout out to all the early subscribers too.
And I'm ecstatic that it's helped a generation, whole new generation, fall in love with stock picking like I did in 1979. Now, once the index funds finish selling everything else to make room for the $650 billion behemoth, I'm betting the Santa Claus rally resumes.
Well, you heard it, folks. Cramer's suggesting that he believes the Tesla stock rally will continue. Now it's time for a retrospective look at some of Jim Cramer's thoughts regarding Tesla stock throughout 2020.
He's the master deflector. He is P.T. Barnum. I totally believe in Elon Musk. Jim, they could raise $2 billion like that. That was a religious conversion. The conversion was right there, because then I knew, Rob, that the balance sheet was not in question. I think there's a lot of things under the hood of Tesla that are very positive. I think that Wall Street has decided to get on board with Tesla. There seems to be very little notion that it matters exactly what price, what market cap the company has. And I think Tesla has the possibility of being a major technology company that also makes cars. If you take it as a company that produces energy that is clean, that can be used in many different ways, then you start thinking about, well, that's an interesting company. They can use it for cars, maybe they can use it for trucks, maybe they can use it for other things. And next thing you know, maybe they're producing the energy for ever cheaper prices. And so you do have this tech company that revolves around energy that's clean, that produces cars. I totally believe in Elon Musk, and I really believe that it's got really bright hopes. Let's say Tesla goes down. How long is it going to stay down? A day? 2 days? An hour? The people who want to own Tesla think that Tesla, which by the way is a $400 billion company, they think it should be a $1 trillion company.
Cramer's touched on a very important psychological point here. The mindset of the average Tesla stock investor, at least the average retail Tesla stock investor, is, why on earth would I sell the company now when I believe in the future it's going to be worth $1 trillion or more? And just for the record, my estimation for Tesla's market capitalization in 2030 is in the trillions with an S, plural. How many? I don't know. At least a couple, maybe more. Depends a lot on autonomous robotaxis and how much impact that has on the business overall. Either way, I think we've got a very long way to go from where we are today. I'm not suggesting all of that valuation will be realized within Tesla stock in the next couple of years, but by 2030, I'm extremely confident that Tesla will have a multi-trillion-dollar market capitalization. And obviously, if I believe that Tesla stock today with a $600 or so billion market cap is going to be worth trillions of dollars over the next 10 years, I'd have to be an actual moron to sell the stock unless there's an emergency between now and then. So I'm not going to. And many other Tesla stock investors have the same mindset. Why would they sell this asset today when they can see enormous potential in the future? And we can relate this back to Tesla's current market cap. A lot of commentators say the stock is absolutely insanely overvalued at this point in time. First of all, we need to separate these comments from people that think Tesla's an automotive manufacturer. Shout out to Jim Cramer. I mean, honestly, This is just so incredibly dumb, dopey, and short-sighted that it doesn't even need to be addressed. There's others who say the stock is completely overvalued. They don't understand that Tesla's future has far greater visibility than many other companies. What do I mean by this? Why am I saying this? It's quite simple. If you look out into the future, some companies you have very clear visibility out a few years. Others, it goes much further. Tesla is one of those companies where an intelligent investor who does their homework can see very clearly, very far out into the future. Tesla has laid the groundwork to absolutely dominate autonomous robo-taxis. Who else has laid this groundwork? No one. Therefore, there's a very clear runway for Tesla to take an outsized share of this market. This is obvious. Tesla has also laid out a roadmap to develop their own battery cells and dramatically reduce the cost of batteries, which is going to give them an enormous lead. Nobody else is pursuing this battery cell technology. Therefore, the runway for Tesla to dominate in terms of battery costs and performance is very clear and goes very far out into the future. I could give a dozen other examples as well. The point is, Tesla's valuation does look crazy until you factor in the fact that people can see further into the future for Tesla, and the future looks clearer and brighter than most other companies. So a lot of that future valuation is being pulled forward because it's so fucking obvious that Tesla has won the decade.
And there's no stopping them. You're not going to get a ceiling on Tesla. And you're not, because the guy's laying out a 10-year roadmap and people are buying it. It's one of those situations where, and I've seen this periodically in my life, where everyone's just behind a stock and no one wants to sell it. The idea that you could have another Tesla is would be remarkable. Tesla has the models that people want. Tesla will sell everything that it makes, and it's Tesla's time.
It's hard to argue with Jim Cramer on this point. It really is Tesla's time. In fact, as I've said previously, Tesla has won the decade. The 2020s belong to this company. To some, this is painfully obvious. To a few dullards lagging behind, they haven't quite figured it out yet, but I'm telling you now, Tesla has won the decade. They will become the world's largest automotive manufacturer by vehicle sales, and they'll become the world's largest company by market capitalization before the decade is out. Mark my words. I'm Stephen Mark Ryan. This is Solving the Money Problem, and I love you all. And don't forget, if you live in the US and you'd like to help out the channel and get up to 4 free stocks, check out the link in the description to WeBull. If you open a new account, you'll get 2 free stocks between $2.50 and $250 each just for opening an account. And if you deposit $100, you'll get a further 2 free stocks valued between $8 and $1,600 each. And if you're in Australia, the UK or New Zealand, you can get a free stock with stake also using the link in the description. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And of course, if you have any ideas for future videos, let me know. I read all your comments. P.S. If you're still watching, you're awesome. If you'd like early access, exclusive videos, regular Q&As, our private Discord server and more, consider supporting the channel at patreon.com/solvingthemoneyproblem so I can keep creating content for you guys. There's a link in the description. You can now also become a member of the channel for some exclusive perks. To learn more, click the join button next to subscribe. And don't forget to check out our merch store. Either way, the best form of support is you being here and watching, so thanks again.